Guys, listen to this. I was shocked when I saw a cardholder pay 30% interest starting the second they walked away from the ATM. That is the cash advance trap. It is real. It is costly. Cash advances have no grace period. Interest starts instantly. This isn't a hidden fee. It is a financial landmine placed where you are most vulnerable. When you need cash urgently, the banks are counting on your desperation. They're counting on you not reading the fine print. This is not a service. It is a high-priced penalty for needing immediate funds. A cash advance is when you use your credit card to get cash. You go to an ATM. You use a card. The bank gives you money. But the deal is not like a normal purchase. Cash advances often cost a lot more. You pay fees. You pay high interest. Worst of all, there is usually no grace period. Interest starts the moment you take the cash. That single detail, no grace period, is the core of the trap. With a normal purchase, you have weeks. With a cash advance, the clock starts immediately. It compounds daily, turning a small loan into significant debt. Why do banks do this? Short answer, risk and profit. Banks see cash as risk, so they charge more. Cash is hard to track. It can be used for many things. They add a fee, then price the APR higher than purchases. In my opinion, this model takes advantage of urgency. The mistake I made was treating my credit card like an ATM. My favorite feature of avoiding this is peace of mind. The business model matters. Many banks treat cash advances as a high-risk product. They make money from fees. They make money from high APRs. In practice, you become the product. The bank profits if you borrow this way. That is why some cards warn customers. Some even block cash advances or make them hard to access. They do this to manage risk and protect brand image. Encouraging high-cost debt can look predatory. But the fee revenue is substantial, so issuers keep the feature. Chase is clear in education. A cash advance borrows against your credit line, costs more, and interest starts immediately at a higher APR, plus around a 5% fee. Experian echoes this. Fees of 3%, 5%, higher rates, and no grace period. Many issuers add more. Bank ATM fees, ATM owner fees, the cash advance fee. It all adds up incredibly fast. Do not use a credit card at an ATM unless you know the full cost. A $100 withdrawal could cost $5 in card fees, $3 from your bank, and $3 from the ATM owner, before a single cent of interest. In the moment, taxi, small repair, cash only, you are solving a problem, not thinking about APRs. Cash advances are positioned as a quick fix with a long, expensive tail. Most people do not do the math. By statement time, the damage is done. Critique time. Not all cards are equal. The American Express Platinum is famous for big fees and big perks. High annual fee, valuable travel benefits and credits. But some services tied to it can be costly. Cash advance terms can be strict. The fee can be 5% or $10, whichever is greater, making small withdrawals pricey. Premium does not mean lenient. Sometimes the fee structure is harsher. The Apple Card, per public references, does not permit traditional ATM cash advances, removing that temptation for some users. It is a design choice prioritizing protection over a revenue stream. Still, it has limits. It is not a full solution for everyone. Simpler and safer in one respect, but removes a feature some may want in a true emergency. Remember, banks profit from confusion. Predatory bank models exist. They count on your mistakes. Fight back by knowing the rules and shopping for better cards. Find the fees and APR for advances. If one card is 29.99% and another 24.99%, it matters. If one caps fees and another does not, that matters too. These details feel small when applying, but enormous when you are at an ATM needing cash now. Bottom line, know your terms before the emergency. Let us look at a real math example. You need $300 cash immediately. You use your credit card. Fee is 5%. Instant $15 added. Your balance is now $315 before you walk away. Cash advance APR, 30%. No grace period. Interest starts day one on $315. 30% APR is roughly 2.5% per month. First month interest, $7.88. Borrowing $300 for 30 days costs about $22.88, over 7.6% for 1 month. Many do not pay it off. Minimum payments let high interest balances linger. Here's where the trap snaps shut. Payments typically hit lower rate balances first. By law, amounts over the minimum go to the highest APR. If you only pay the minimum, the cash advance keeps accruing daily. Key facts. Interest starts right away. No grace period. Fees are common and significant, usually 3% to 5%, plus ATM fees. APRs can be 25% to 30% or more. These are clearly stated terms. Your ignorance is their profit margin. So what should you do instead? Safer choices keep you out of the trap. First, use a debit card or withdraw from your bank account. No cash advance fee, no high APR. An out-of-network ATM fee is tiny compared to a cash advance. Make this your default if you have funds on deposit. If you lack cash, ask for a small personal loan or a small line of credit. Credit unions often offer better rates. Personal loans usually have lower APRs and clear, fixed terms. Another strategy, a 0% intro APR on purchases. Cards like Wells Fargo Reflect can offer long, no-interest periods, sometimes up to 21 months. Read the fine print. 0% typically applies to purchases, not cash advances, and you must pay on time. Finally, build a small emergency fund. Even $500 prevents costly advances. Automate a small transfer from each paycheck. If needed, a short-term loan from friends or family can avoid bank fees. Some fintechs offer safe paycheck advances for a small fee or free. Always check terms carefully. Plan ahead, and you will not need the ATM on a credit card. I need to pause here for a moment. The things we are talking about, the fine print, the hidden fees, the predatory models, are not one-time issues. Banks constantly innovate to maximize profits, often at your expense. Terms change. A great card today may change tomorrow. Staying informed is a financial necessity. That is why we created our weekly Money Tips series. We share elite money hacks every single Thursday on CardVantage. We break down industry changes, expose the newest traps, and share strategies the wealthy use to protect and grow money. We do the digging and give you the bottom line. If you do not subscribe, you are losing the edge to the banks. It is that simple. Every week you miss is a week you could fall for a new trick or miss ways to save. Subscribing is free and takes 2 seconds. Click subscribe and turn on notifications right now. Join our community to level the playing field. Subscribe to protect your wallet. If you have already used a cash advance, do not panic. Take steps now. Priority 1. Pay it off as fast as possible. Interest accrues daily. Pay more than the minimum, ideally the full cash advance balance. Understand how payments are applied. Amounts above the minimum must go to your highest APR first. Use this to your advantage. If the minimum is $50, try to pay $100 or $200. Extra dollars chip away at the expensive balance. Call your issuer. Ask for a lower rate or a promotional plan. Consider moving the balance to a 0% intro APR on balance transfers for 12 to 18 months. Note transfer fees, typically 3%, 5%, and do the math. Make a plan to prevent repeats. Build a reserve and make this a one-time mistake. Short checklist. Treat credit card ATM withdrawals as expensive emergency loans. Check your terms now. APR, fees, and differences versus purchases. Note flat cash advance fees and ATM surcharges. Trust reliable sources. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau provides guides and warnings on cash advances. An unbiased official resource. Reputable outlets like NerdWallet offer ongoing analysis. Their 2026 data supports cheaper alternatives like small personal loans and 0% APR offers. This content is for educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Make decisions based on your own situation and research. Consult a qualified professional if needed. Stay informed. Stay critical. Protect your hard-earned money.